The Carthage Lady Reds need a win and some help this afternoon if they would like to meet the conference tournament on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Illinois Wesleyan Titans know they're in. They could finish as high as a 2 seed and receive a bye into next weekend's semifinals. A big conference finale today from Kenosha. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. I'm John Weiser. Glad you're along for our ball game here today. First of two from the Tarble Arena, Lady Reds and the Titans from Illinois Wesleyan. Redmond will be along a little bit after 7 o'clock tonight. It is senior day here. 4 seniors making their final appearance for the Lady Reds here at home. It'll be Maddie Kelber and Autumn Kalis along with Sammy Woodward and Maggie Berrigan getting the honors before our ball game here tonight. But first, the Lady Reds need to get focused and ready to play here tonight as they take on Illinois Wesleyan. The Lady Reds falling here at home to Elmhurst on Wednesday night in a tough fashion, 75-73 the final in that game, as the Lady Reds were down by 11 at halftime, then stormed back on a 12-0 run to start the third quarter, opened up as much as a 5-point lead in the third before the teams finished tied at 58 after 3. But in the fourth quarter, the Elmhurst Blue Jays hung on as the Lady Reds had 2 possessions with less than 20 seconds left in the fourth to have a chance to tie or take the lead, and they weren't able to do so. Sophia Lathy had the game of the night, 24 points for Lathy on 8 of 12 from the field. She was 4 of 8 from three-point range. Meanwhile, Maggie Berrigan finished with 16 points, second high of the season for Berrigan, as she finished with 16 points and 4 rebounds. Also had a block shot in that contest. But that loss nearly fatal for the Lady Reds. They need a win here tonight, and they need some help. They got a little bit of help earlier this afternoon with Carroll knocking off Milliken, so they have a chance should they pick up a win here today. They'll have to wait out the other 2 ball games. Meanwhile, for Illinois Wesleyan, they're coming in off of a huge win over North Central on Wednesday night, a game 90-63 victory over the Cardinals, a game in which they forced 31 turnovers, 21 steals in that contest, as it was Sydney Shanks going for 25, Kendall Sosa for 22. Shanks herself had 9 steals in that contest over North Central. So this is the 74th meeting between these 2 teams, and Illinois Wesleyan has won 10 straight in this series, including 3 in a row to end the year last year in the conference tournament. They also knocked off the Lady Reds by 1 in Bloomington, 62-61, way back on December the 7th. That's when Sydney Shanks hit the layup with just a couple of seconds left to win it. Kendall Sosa had 16 points. Shanks added 15 along with 12 rebounds in that contest. It was Autumn Kalis going off for 27 in that loss. So the Reds looking to correct that loss, looking to make the conference tournament. They'll need a win and some help. We'll visit with head coach Tim Bernero, get his thoughts on our ball game as our pregame show continues from the Tarble Arena right after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Welcome back. It's senior day here at Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Carthage College getting set to take on Illinois Wesleyan. Doubleheader tonight. Game 1 features the Lady Reds and the Titans. I'm joined now by Lady Red head basketball coach Tim Bernero, and pretty much win and you're in kind of situation. You're going to need some help, but it all starts with a win here tonight to make the conference tournament.
Right. We're down to the last one. You know, you kind of give away all the computations because you go through and say, well, if we do this, this will happen. You're one game left. You have to win it to even have a chance, and so the stakes can't be higher than they are right now.
It's a tough way to lose that game Wednesday. Had a lead, behind a little bit in that first half. You came out roaring in that third quarter, opened up a 5-point lead in that third quarter, but slipped away in the fourth.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you wonder why didn't we do what we did in the third quarter and the first quarter, so you didn't put yourself in that hole that we started out in, and we just never had control of the game defensively. They got to get wherever they wanted to, and the first half for sure, and then second half 12-0 run to start wipes out the 11-point lead. Then we had a couple just bad offensive possessions in the last minute that took a 5-point lead to make it a tie game going into the fourth, and then it was just back and forth, making shots, and they got the last one and got the benefit of the doubt on the call to get to the free throw line, and we didn't. So it was, I like to think if we'd have played better in the first half, we could have prevented that, but it was a good effort in the second half. Hopefully that carries over tonight.
The other thing I was surprised at, looking at the box score of that ball game when it was all said and done, did not get to the free throw line in the fourth quarter. I felt that may have played a part in the ball game too.
Right. I mean, we weren't very aggressive to start the game, and I think that kind of sets a tone for the pattern of the game. And we just never got to that point. We were shooting jump shots even in the post where we could have attacked a little bit. So give Elmhurst credit for playing a good game. They didn't have anything to play for. It was their last game, and they were pretty loose and made shots, and we didn't respond early enough to kind of stop them.
Well, hopefully emotions will be running high here tonight. It is senior night. 4 seniors that will be appearing in their final home game. Maddie Kalber, along with Autumn Kalis, Sammy Woodward, and Maggie Berrigan. Collectively, those 4 seniors, what do they mean to this program?
All were really good players, really good people overall, and most of them have a pretty high level of academic achievement, so you're proud of them for that. And I think we were hoping to get a little further along this year, but the circumstances didn't help. You like to go out on a high note as a senior. We're in a position where that didn't, for the team, that didn't work out, but really good kids, really good backgrounds that we were happy to have here for 4 years, and proud to have them as Carthage alums.
Berrigan, Woodward, and Kalis will play in tonight's ball game. So what are we expecting here tonight?
I told him, trying to give, I don't know if I was trying to get him fired up or make him sad, but I told him, I said, I can tell you that on a Tuesday night in 1987 at Trinity International, my team got beat 77-71, because the last game you play, you'll remember, for good, for better or for worse. So we'd like to make it a great memory by having everybody, including the seniors and everybody else, play well enough to carry us to a win tonight, and that way you can prolong their careers and play another game. And if you win tonight, you get yourself in a situation where you play until somebody beats you, and that's always it's nice to be in that control of things. That hey, if we win, we get to keep playing. So that's all you can ask for competitively. But I expect that they'll be ready to play. I hope they're not too emotional to in the beginning, where they might get a little more excited than it'll help their skills. But I expect them to play well tonight.
Your opponent, Illinois Wesleyan, at 16-8, 10-5 in the conference. They get a win tonight with some help. They could end up with a number 2 seed out of this, but they have dominated the Lady Reds here. Won something like 10 in a row and won 3 in a row last year, and go all the way back to December down there. He had an opportunity late in that ball game and just didn't follow up.
Yeah, that game was kind of strange. I mean, we got off to a bad start, came back all the way back, took the lead, and had a 8 or 9 point lead with 5 minutes left, and then their kid Sosa made some ridiculous shots and bailed them out, and we had a chance at the end to make a basket in the last possession, and missed one shot and turned over the second one. So you'd like them started from there again, but you got to play our way to get off to a good start, get ahead, and play. That's what we said. We didn't finish the game down there. We need to start the game better here and then finish it better than we did down there.
And the key is don't fall into the turnover parade, because that's where Illinois Wesleyan gets you. They forced 31 turns the other night against North Central. 21 of them steals in that win.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't expose the ball to them, and you can't give them live ball turnovers that give them points. If you can possess the ball, get it down. When you get numbers, teams that press, there's usually openings and to either take advantage against the press 3-on-2 or 2-on-1, or move the ball around before they can reset and get in the half court and attack them and get advantage that way. That's what we have to find. And on the other end, they shoot the ball really well, and they're very aggressive going to the basket and going to the offensive board. So we've got to be really good defensively too.
Head coach Tim Bernero before our ball game tonight, talking about what needs to be done to pick up a win here this evening. We're just a couple of moments away from our senior night ceremonies. We want to carry those here live, both on the video stream at live.carthage.edu as well as over the air here on 1050 WLIP. So we're getting ready for that in just a couple of seconds. We can tell you that Carroll defeated Milliken earlier this afternoon. The final in that ball game was a 20-point win for Carroll as they go to 4-12, and Milliken now 9-7 will have the 4 seed all to themselves. And Illinois Wesleyan at 10-5, North Park at 10-5 going into play tonight. So a win by the Titans and a loss by North Park, and Illinois Wesleyan will get the bye into next Friday's semifinals. Everything being played at Wheaton in the tournament as far as the semifinal and finals at Wheaton College. They are the conference champions. Right now we're going to turn things over to our PA announcer here at the Tarble Arena. Get set for our senior night activities as the Carthage Lady Reds honor Maddie Kelber, Autumn Kalis, Sammy Woodward, and Maggie Berrigan.
Basketball team would like to recognize their 2020 senior class. 2020 senior class. Our first senior being honored today is Maggie Berrigan, the 6-foot forward, joined the Lady Reds from Arlington Heights, Illinois, where she played at John Hersey High School. A 2-time CCIW Winter All-Academic Selection, Maggie got it done both on and off the court. She finishes her Carthage career with almost 600 points and nearly 500 rebounds. Maggie currently owns 138 career blocks, which ranks 4th all-time in program history. Joined today on the court by her parents, Jamie and Cindy Berrigan, from Arlington Heights, Illinois, number 44, Maggie Berrigan. The next senior being recognized tonight is Maddie Kelber. She made the short trip from Pleasant Prairie to Kenosha after attending Indian Trail High School to join the Lady Reds in 2016. After being named the CCIW Newcomer of the Year as a freshman, Maddie's been a 3-time academic all-conference selection and a member of the all-conference teams in each of her first 3 seasons. Earlier this year, the 5'7" guard eclipsed the 1,000-point mark in her career at Carthage. Currently with 1,075 points, to go with 152 assists and 115 steals, her 162 career three-pointers ranks 6th all-time, while her free throw percentage at 84.1% ranks 2nd. Escorted by her parents DJ and Tara Calver from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, number 13, Maddie Calver. Our third senior tonight is Autumn Kalis, playing at New Trier High School, joining the program from Wilmette, Illinois. She's left quite the mark on Carthage women's basketball team. In the classroom, she's been a CCIW Winter All-Academic Selection in each season, and for her success on the court was named first team All-Conference in 2019. Autumn became the 25th member of the 1,000-point club in program history on December 30th this year. She currently ranks 14th with 1,165 career points. Her 218 makes from 3 are 2nd in the Lady Reds record book, while shooting percentage of 40.7% from beyond the arc ranks 3rd. Joined by her parents, Scott and Renee Kalis, from Wilmette, Illinois, number 22, Autumn Kalis. Our final senior being recognized today is Sammy Woodward. The Franksville, Wisconsin native joined the Lady Reds during the 2016-2017 season and has been named a CCIW Winter All-Academic Selection each year while earning a COSIDA Academic All-District honor each of the last 2 seasons. Sammy currently owns just under 900 career points for the Lady Reds, which ranks 7th all-time at Carthage, 155 career threes, and holds the highest career free throw percentage of all time at Carthage, the mark of 86.4%. She's now hit 50 or more three-pointers in back-to-back seasons, and her 53 threes this year rank 7th most in a single season for the Lady Reds. Escorted today by her parents Kurt and Lisa Woodward from Franksville, Wisconsin, number 4, Sammy Woodward. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for your 2020 Carthage Women's Basketball Senior Class.
All 4 seniors out at the center court area. Maggie Berrigan, Sammy Woodward, Autumn Kalis, and Maddie Kalber all enjoying, embracing, and soaking in this moment here tonight, part of the senior night festivities here at the Tarble Arena. We'll step out, we'll take a 60 break. When we come back, we'll give you more on the pregame. We'll get you caught up on the game that was completed earlier this afternoon between Milliken and Carroll, and then we'll run down the tiebreaker situation here involving the Lady Reds and Illinois Wesleyan when we return to the Tarble Arena after this on AM 1050 WLIP. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena as we're getting set for tip-off of Game 1 of our doubleheader, Lady Reds and Illinois Wesleyan tonight. Earlier this afternoon up in Waukesha, Carroll Pioneers finished off the Milliken Big Blue 81-65. So the Big Blue finish at 9-7, alone in 4th place in the CCIW. They will host the 5th place finisher. Could be one of 2 teams, either Augustana or North Central, depending on what happens here tonight. Carthage a half game or 1 game behind North Central for that 6th and final spot. Will need some help. We'll talk about that in just a moment. In that Carroll victory, Sierra Gruber with 22 points and 7 rebounds, Teresa Wisher with 18, and Alyssa Cruz had 16 points to go with 6 assists for the Pioneers. Meanwhile, Milliken was led by Aubrey Staten with 11. Bailey Kaufman had 10, and Abby Rash had 9 rebounds for the Big Blues. So Carroll with 4 wins this year. They are 4-12, 9-16 will be their mark for the 2019-2020 season, alone in 9th place in the CCIW. Well, the tiebreaker situation is this for the Lady Reds. They need a win this afternoon against Illinois Wesleyan, and they've gotten help from Carroll. Carroll defeated Milliken, so they need Wheaton to defeat North Central or Augustana defeating North Park. And the Lady Reds will get the 6th seed based on their 2-2 composite mark versus North Park and Illinois Wesleyan. North Central would be 1-3 versus North Park and Illinois Wesleyan, so Lady Reds would break that tie with that record if the Cardinals lose to the Wheaton Thunder this afternoon. The other scenario has the Lady Reds defeating Illinois Wesleyan. Carroll defeats Milliken, which they have done. North Park defeats Augustana, and North Central defeats Wheaton. Carthage will get the 6th seed based on their 1-1 record versus Milliken. Augustana would have finished 0-2 against Milliken this year, so that would be the other scenario. And case number 3 would have the Lady Reds in only if Milliken had defeated Carroll, so that doesn't come into play. So the two situations in which the Lady Reds can get in is defeat Illinois Wesleyan and either Wheaton or North Central winning in that game and having either Augustana or North Park. So really, it's a 50-50 proposition. First way you get in is winning your ball game here tonight. And that's what the Lady Reds will need to do. And to do that, they will need to end a 10-game losing skid to this Illinois Wesleyan team. They lost 3 in a row last year to the Titans, as Titans defeated the Lady Reds in 3 games, 2 regular season contests in the first round of the conference tournament last year. And as I mentioned, Illinois Wesleyan held off Carthage earlier this season by 1 point on December the 7th in that contest, as they held back the Lady Reds. This is the 73rd meeting between these two, or 74th meeting between these two teams all time, and features in the coaching staff the 2 winningest coaches right now in the CCIW, Maya Smith at 428 wins and Tim Bernero with 287 victories. And it's been my pleasure here over the last 15 seasons to cover Lady Red basketball here on the air, and following Tim Bernero, and he has got a great game plan in store here tonight. And if the Lady Reds can execute this one here, that will be the key here tonight. Of course, when you talk this Wesleyan team, they do a lot of pressing. They do a lot of they chase after the ball in the backcourt. They give you all kinds of pressure on the backcourt. So the key is not to run those turnover numbers up. As was the case in the game down in Bloomington, the Lady Reds only had 13 turnovers in that contest in the loss to Illinois Wesleyan. Actually 10 turnovers in that contest by the Lady Reds. So if you can keep your turnovers at 10 or less, you're in good shape. And again, as Tim Bernero mentioned, the live ball situations, and try and work the ball up the floor, keep the middle of the floor open. And the Lady Reds did a very good job of that down in Bloomington back in December, of creating that, and actually had a lead late in that ball game before succumbing to Illinois Wesleyan. So looking forward to this matchup here today. And then in the nightcap tonight, the Redmen are already in. Matter of fact, on the men's side, all 6 seeds are in the tournament. They are set. It's just a matter of where they will play, and it's ironic, out of those 6 seeds, only 2 are for sure locks, and that is North Central winning the conference. They will host the semifinal and finals down in Naperville next week, Friday and Saturday, as regular season conference champions. The other lock in that 6-team field are the Carthage Redmen. They are locked into that 6th spot, and they will finish 6th no matter what here tonight. So the Redmen are in. They will play Tuesday. We just don't know where. It'll be based on the outcome of the games tonight. Elmhurst has finished their season and are currently sitting in 3rd place, but can be caught with an Illinois Wesleyan win as well as an Augustana loss, and then that would force a 3-way tie, and then you've got all kinds of tiebreakers that will go through in the men's game later on. So that is what is at stake here tonight for both these teams, and really for the Redmen, you'd like to see them get a win, get some momentum going into Tuesday's conference quarterfinal matchup at a site to be determined. We will have that broadcast for you here on 1050 WLIP. Tuesday night it'll be Redmen against an opponent to be determined at 7 o'clock. We'll be with you at 6:45 with the pregame. It will be a road game, as the Redmen will be a 6th seed in that contest. Well, tonight we want to get the Lady Reds into the tournament, and to do that they need a win, and they will need to get the victory here tonight and then get some help along the way to try and get into the 6-team conference tournament. Good crowd on hand for game 1 of our doubleheader. It will continue to fill up as we go here tonight. I suspect it will be our largest crowd of the year for both the women and men tonight. Quite a contingent of family and friends here for our 4 seniors for the Lady Reds. And it will be the same for the 6 seniors that will get their send-off during the Redmen pregame tonight following Lady Red basketball. Got the Carthage band in the house tonight, so we've got our pep band ready to go. Everybody else ready to go here tonight for Carthage basketball. And we'll take it downstairs to the scorer's table and get our pregame introductions underway from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan tonight from the Tarble.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tarble Arena. Tonight's CCIW women's basketball game between Carthage College and Illinois Wesleyan University. The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The NCAA, the CCIW, and Carthage thank you for your cooperation. At this time, please direct your attention to the American flag located at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Vavrin, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. And now at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Carthage Pep Band. And now for the starting lineups, tonight's game between the Illinois Wesleyan Titans and your Carthage Lady Reds. First, let's meet the Titans. Starting at forward, a 6'1" junior from Oglesby, Illinois, number 5, Riley Rovelli. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Bloomington, Illinois, number 12, Sydney Shanks. At guard, a 5'7" junior from St. Charles, Illinois, number 14, Samantha Monroe. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Leawood, Kansas, number 15, Brooke Lansford. And at guard, a 5'9" junior from Normal, Illinois, number 24, Kendall Sosa. The head coach of the Titans is Maya Smith. She's assisted by Rebecca Ersman, Chad Cusack, Marla Maupin Cleveland, and Katrina Beck. And now, introducing your Carthage Lady Reds. At guard, a 5'7" senior from the Prairie School, hailing from Franksville, Wisconsin, number 4, Sammy Woodward. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Hampshire High School in Hampshire, Illinois, number 20, Lauren Herman. At forward, a 6' senior from Hersey High School, hailing from Arlington Heights, Illinois, number 44, Maggie Farragon. At guard, a 5'9" junior from Grays Lake Central High School in Grays Lake, Illinois, number 12, Amanda Larson. And at guard, a 5'8" senior from New Trier High School. Hailing from Wilmette, Illinois, number 22, Autumn Kalis.
So again, the lineups tonight, it'll be Brovelli, Shanks, Monroe, Lansford, and Sosa for Illinois Wesleyan. And for the Lady Reds, Woodward, Larson, Herman, Kalis, and Berrigan. 74th meeting all time between these two schools. And the Lady Reds trying to snap a 10-game losing skid at the hands of Illinois Wesleyan tonight. Titans will be in the road green uniforms, green jerseys, green shorts trimmed out with white lettering and white numerals. Lady Reds in the home whites tonight, white jerseys, white shorts, red lettering, and red numerals. Brovelli will jump center for Illinois Wesleyan. Maggie Berrigan for the Lady Reds. We welcome you into our broadcast. Welcome you, those tuning in down in central Illinois, down in the Bloomington area, perhaps down in Texas, and to Chuck across the lake over in Michigan. Glad to have you along tonight. Opening tap brought down by the Titans. They'll work it right to left. With it now is Monroe. Works it off near side to Sosa. Reversing all the way right side now to Lansford. Gives it back to Brovelli. Throws it clear across left wing for the three attempt by Sosa's no good. Rebound tipped around and Woodward comes away with it. She will hand it off to Autumn Kalis. 4 10-minute quarters. 4 team fouls per quarter. Those will reset at the beginning of each quarter. The 5th team foul and each one afterwards will be a 2-shot free throw. Berrigan now on the left wing. Back up top. Kalis turning the corner, going through the paint, driving hard to the glass. Missed. Rebound tipped, and it's taken away by the Titans and Monroe. I think Larson got a hand on it. Now they lob it down low. Brovelli with the finish, low right. Missing, and it was taken away by the Lady Reds. Overlaid that time, did Brovelli. Now Woodward working the top of the circle. Works it right side, leaves it for Kalis. To Herman, reversing left side to Berrigan. Maggie Berrigan, one of the 4 seniors honored here tonight. Back to Herman, top of the circle. Looking for a cut by Woodward. Too high on the pass, and it's stolen away by Brovelli. Bad pass that time. Up top by Herman. Now Monroe will settle it down. Sarah Monroe at guard. Works it back to Lansford. Lansford, open 3, will take it. Air ball miss. Saved from going out. Tipped out to Brovelli. Did not hit the rim. Another 3 attempt. That one hits the rim. And that one was taken by Shanks and cleared out of there by Kalis for the Lady Reds. Minute and a half gone by, still looking for our first points tonight. Kalis now will take the dribble over to the right wing outside the arc. Cross court now to the left side to Amanda Larson. Back to Woodward. Woodward now top of the circle. Guarded by Lansford, gives it off to Larson. 6 seconds to shoot. Larson back out to Woodward. Deep 3 off the right wing. That barely drew iron. Rebound tipped out, and it goes off of Herman. Is getting in position in front of her was Kendall Sosa. Could have been an over the back that time by Herman. That was not called. 2 minutes in, no score. Lady Reds and Titans tonight, game 1 of our doubleheader. Glad you could join us tonight on AM 1050 WLIP, and those of you watching on the video stream at live.carthage.edu. That pass intended for Brovelli stolen, but then they get stolen right back by the Titans, and the shot goes up, no good, taken by Sosa. Larson clears out the rebound to Woodward. Titans 0 for 4, Carthage 0 for 2 so far. Kalis on a cut to Herman. It goes off of Herman, out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Reds. 3rd turn by the Lady Reds tonight. A little strong with the pass, and it was low, below the waist of Herman. She couldn't get it as she was cutting through the right side of the paint. 7:20 to play, first quarter. Shanks with it, back up top, Lansford. Around the near side, Monroe. Ball over her head, looks inside, gets it down low, and they kick it back out up top. It was Sosa back up top, shot rejected, back in the hands of Brovelli, and a traveling call on Brovelli as she took steps before she put the ball down, attacking the basket. Titans with 2 turnovers, Carthage with 3, as Carthage able to break the press. Kalis trying to clear the double team, and does. Keeps it alive on the dribble, gets it to Berrigan. Nice look underneath, low right to Herman. Finish, and the foul by Herman. Nice look by Berrigan that time after they broke the press. Kalis nearly turned it over as they got double teamed, but she kept it alive, found Berrigan left of the paint, fired it down low, right block. Herman with the finish, and the foul by Monroe. 3-point play by Herman completed, 3-0 Lady Reds. 6:45 remaining here in our first quarter, our first points tonight. Shanks now, works it off near side Sosa, puts it on the floor, left-hand dribble, cut off by Larson. Now gets it back up into the hands on the left wing to Monroe. Monroe to Brovelli, cross court, 3 on the way from the right side by Lansford, goes down. Brooke Lansford, 37% from 3, the sophomore from outside the Kansas City area. Knocks down the first points for the Titans, ties the game at 3 as Woodward gets it across. Loose up top, it's on the floor, they dive for it. Amanda Larson on the floor with Kendall Sosa. It's a held ball, Carthage possession with 18 to shoot. So the held ball, possession arrow to the Lady Reds. They will inbound right of the basket here as Kalis will trigger. Gets it into Woodward in the right corner. Facing the basket, takes it behind the arc now on the right wing. Guarded by Monroe. Now gets it back to Kalis. Kalis on the drive on Monroe. Goes up with the left hand, and the runner, it goes down. Running left-hand shot that time in the paint by Kalis. Going over Monroe, and it's a 5-3 Lady Red lead. 5:50 to play, first quarter. And we got a whistle away from the play. Foul called on the Lady Reds. It'll go on Amanda Larson, her first, team first. Titans will inbound left to the basket. They'll throw it in up top. Monroe for 3, skips off, no good. Rebound Larson. She'll clear it for the Lady Reds, working the dribble, guarded hard by Sydney Shanks and turned it over. Double team, and back the other way comes Shanks. She'll lay it up and blew the layup, and it goes out of bounds off of Brovelli. It'll be Carthage ball. It's the second layup the Titans have missed here tonight. Reds getting a bit of a break. Now Woodward going to try and chase here. Kalis gets it through the middle of the floor, now to Herman. Herman cut off, double, triple team, lost the dribble, tied up, held ball, Titan ball, another turnover for the Lady Reds. 5th turn by Carthage here tonight. Again, that's the relentless pressure that you'll see from the Titans here. They attack the basketball. They'll come at you 2, flash sometimes 3 players at you. You've got to be patient, and you got to know where you are on the floor and where your outlet is. Reds kind of forgetting those principles here the last couple of trips. They lob it in, Sosa in the paint, turnaround, got around Woodward, laid it short. Rebound Sammy Woodward. Clears it out to Kalis. Missed shots here for the Titans, 1 for 9. Now on the drive, Kalis with the run up. Got it to go. Autumn Kalis able to attack the basket. The Reds with their largest lead now, 7-3. 4:45 to go, first quarter. Shanks now, got around Woodward again, loops it down to Brovelli. She missed the layup. Rebound putback goes in for Sarah Monroe. Sammy Monroe able to knock that one in from the left side off the miss by Brovelli. Now Woodward gets it across to Larson, 2-on-1 the other way, leaves it for Berrigan, drives in left side, will lay it up and in. Maggie Berrigan able to lay it up and in that time. That's how you beat the press, you get the numbers the other way. Reds were able to do that effectively there. 9-5 Carthage, 4:10 to play first quarter. Sosa on the right wing, now top of the circle to Brovelli. Gets it to Monroe. Sammy Monroe, nice lead for Brovelli. Shot blocked out of bounds by Laura Herman. Substitutions now for the Lady Reds coming in. In for the Lady Reds will be Nancy Valev, the sophomore out of Wheeling. And in is Kaya Bowen, sophomore out of Rantoul for the Titans, and Anna Lois for the Titans. Lois gets it back out. 3 on the way by Lansford is no good. Rebound inside. It is Kalis who's able to take it away from Sosa. Titans 2 for 12, including a 3-pointer. Lady Reds 4 of 6 thus far. Valev with it on the right wing. Takes it through the free throw line. Now leaves it for Woodward. Driving in left side through the paint to Berrigan right side. Berrigan back up top to Herman for three. Short. Nobody home. Oh, Woodward able to get the rebound. Puts up the free throw jumper. No. And it's cleared out of there by Monroe. It's a very good offensive rebounding team here for the Titans and a very good rebounding team in general. Now Monroe. Free throw line shot good. Little floater off the free throw line for Monroe goes down. Brings their team to within 2. 9-7 Lady Reds. Valev beating Bowen down the floor all the way to the right side. Circles back out. Gave up the dribble. Is double teamed. Gets it in to Herman. Herman at the right block. Back up top to Berrigan. Out to Woodward. Left wing three on the way. That one is no good. The rebound inside. Tipped around and Lois comes away with it for the Titans. Clears it across midcourt to Monroe. Leaves it back for Sosa. And Sosa now works it off to Bowen on the right side. Back up top to Lois, reversing left side now to Lansford. Lansford works it inside, but the pass is too strong through the hands of Lois, out of bounds to the Lady Reds. As Kelsey Cashon and Destiny Antoine will check in for the Lady Reds. And in for the Titans is Katie Eck. Eck in there for the first time tonight now for the Titans. 9-7 Lady Reds, 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Woodward driving all the way, going to the basket, and draws the foul. Sammy Woodward that time taking it all the way, and we've got a Titan player down. Now being helped up is Brooke Lansford. She's already got a brace on that left ankle. She may have aggravated that injury, but it'll be Sammy Woodward at the free throw line now for the Lady Reds, shooting 2 and drops in the first. Woodward on the season missed a couple of games because of illness in January, but will have started, or missed a game I should say in January, would have started all 24 games that she appeared in as she hits both free throws here. So Titans will bring it down, trailing by 4 with 2:20 to go, first quarter. Bowen with it now. They work it off the right side. Eck. Now a nice pass and a travel. Contact. Anna Lois had the ball out in front of her, bumped off one of the Carthage players and walked with the basketball. So another turnover for the Titans, their fourth. Again, Valev having some trouble. Now they get it across. Kalis from Woodward. Kalis to the free throw line, circles back left side, leaves it for Woodward, driving into the free throw line. Back to the right side to Valev for 3. That one's no good. Antoine had the rebound. Eck got it, but then lost it as it rolled down her right foot and out of bounds. It'll be Carthage possession with 20 on the shot clock. The timeout taken here by the Titans. It'll be a 30-second timeout, coming with 1:56 to go here in this first quarter, and the Lady Reds up by 4. Tim Bernero will join Bill and Pete every Thursday morning at 6:20 here on 1050 WLIP. Get Tim's take on Lady Reds basketball. That's every Thursday morning at 6:20 on the Wake Up Kenosha show with Bill Lawrence and Pete on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP. Reds 4 of 10, 40%, 0 for 4 at the arc. Meanwhile, the Titans 3 for 14, 21%. They are just 1 for 6 at the arc. Reds will break with Kalis, Woodward, Cashon, Antoine, and Valev. Again, it'll be Lady Red possession here, right of the basket. Shot clock reset to 20. 1:56 to go here in our first quarter. Valev will trigger. 5-second count. They just get it into Cashon. Back up top to Woodward. Now to Valev on the right wing, guarded by Eck. Swings it left side, Woodward. Woodward walk with the basketball, or what do we have? We have an offensive foul, I believe, inside. It's going to go on Cashon. Kelsey Cashon picking up the foul inside, away from the ball. Play was happening up top above the free throw line, and there was contact in the paint, and Cashon whistled for the foul. Second foul on the Lady Reds. Bowen now high on the left, puts it on the floor to the free throw line, drops it back to Lois. Back to Eck. Eck with the dribble, bothered by Cashon. Now Bowen with it, trying to get the pass away, and Valev just took it away from Bowen. Valev now across midcourt, gives it to Kalis down the right side. Kalis now driving, Kick to the corner left side. Destiny Antoine with the jumper there. That one's no good. And the rebound pulled in by Sydney Shanks. Shanks coming down the left side. Shanks now above the arc. Circles. Comes through the paint now. Drives hard to the basket. Lays it up and in. Reds weren't able to stop the dribble penetration of Sydney Shanks that time. She circled her way back. Came down the right side of the lane and laid it up and in. 11-9. Reds by 2. Under a minute to play here in this first quarter. Valev on the right side was bumped hard to the floor by Katie Eck, and the foul called. Katie Eck with the foul. That's her first, third team foul on the Titans. Riley Brovelli will check back in, and Kendall Sosa will check in. Kashawn will go out for the Lady Reds. Berrigan in for Carthage. With 51 seconds remaining here, Carthage will put it in play. Kalis now between the circles. Works it off left side, Valev. Now to Kalis again, high on the right. Drops it down to Berrigan. Little turnaround jump shot by Berrigan. That's no good. Woodward with the offensive rebound, but lost it as she collided with Brovelli that time and coughed up the basketball. Titans will bring it across, and Sosa. Sosa loops it back for Brovelli. Broken up by Kalis. Double deflection off Kalis and off the right foot of Brovelli, out of bounds to the Lady Reds. Shot clock will go dark here. 26 seconds remaining in the quarter. Carthage possession. Valev clear cross, and we got a kicking violation as she tried to pass it off to Destiny Antoine. Sosa with the kick that time. So Lady Reds will get it in from the side here. It'll be Woodward putting it in play. Sammy Woodward to toss it in to Kalis. Leaves it for Woodward. She'll circle back down to the left side. Woodward with 13 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Works the dribble. Now loops it down, looking for Berrigan. Ball was not deflected. She tried to lead Berrigan to the basket that time. Overled her. A turnover for Carthage, their sixth. So the Titans with the final shot here in the final 5 seconds. Coming down with it, Shanks. It's it at the buzzer. Just inside the arc. And it will count. It'll be a two-pointer, ties the game at 11 as our first quarter comes to an end. 11-all, Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan. Back with quarter number 2 after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Start of the second quarter here at the Tarble Arena. Teams tied at 11 on last second basket that time by Illinois Wesleyan. Tying the game here at 11. Wesleyan 5 of 16, 31%, 1 of 6 from the arc. Carthage 4 of 12, 0 for 4 from three-point range. It'll be Valev, Woodward, Kalis, Berrigan, and Antoine out there for the Lady Reds. As Kalis now high on the right, guarded by Sosa, will shoot over Sosa and hit the triple. Autumn Kalis, a right wing three over Sosa that time. 14-11 Lady Reds. We're just underway in the second quarter. Sosa along with Shanks and Brovelli, Bowen, and Lansford out there. Bowen with it at the free throw line. Drops it down low right side. Overlaid was Brovelli as she was bothered by Valev and Berrigan that time as Kalis comes away with the basketball. She'll take it across midcourt left to right here in this second quarter. Kalis to Berrigan up top. Walked with the basketball. Took an extra step. Brovelli had a body into her that time as she caught that pass and then knocked her off balance. 7th turnover by the Lady Reds, 6 committed by Illinois Wesleyan in that first quarter. Lansford with it now, top of the circle, Brovelli. Gives it to Sosa on the drive, and somewhat out of control, but they bail her out with a foul. Sammy Woodward picking up the foul that time, and she put the ball on the floor. There were 3 Carthage players there trying to go after it. Woodward collided with Sosa and committed the foul. Her first on the team here in the second quarter. Trying to get it into Brovelli. Nearly deflected away. Valev knocks it out of bounds at midcourt as it rolls out. Lansford trying to track it down, let it roll out beyond the center court stripe. So they'll put it in play from the back court. 14-11 Lady Reds, just underway in the second quarter. Brovelli top of the circle, works it off near side Lansford. Driving left side, got around Valev, kicks it back out. This is Sosa driving in right side. She's tied up, shot clock violation. Excellent job defensively for the Lady Reds that time. They triple teamed Sosa with that shot clock going down, and then she had nowhere to go with the outlet pass. And she will come out as Katie Eck will check back in for the Titans. Lauren Herman will check in, replacing Destiny Antoine for Carthage. 14-11 Lady Reds, 8:38 to play here in the second quarter. Valev drawing the double team, now dribbles right through it, kept the dribble alive. Smart play for the Wheeling sophomore. Now bounce feed to Woodward, left wing 3, in and out, no good. Berrigan with the offensive board, goes right back up with it low left for the finish. Berrigan with the offensive board and the stick back, and the Reds up by 5, their largest lead of the game. Eck now to Shanks, coming down the left side, blocked by Berrigan. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Well, we'd like to see the replay on that one. Berrigan thought she got a clean block. If there was contact, it would have been with the body that time. Tim Bernero pleading his case over there on the side. Looked like a clean block. Break for the Titans as they will get to the free throw line. And Sydney Shanks knocks down the first. Shanks 67%. She scored 26 points and had 9 steals in that victory over North Central. Gets a pair here. She has 6. Cuts the deficit to 3. Again, the full court pressure, and Carthage threw it away in the back court. That's what you can't do against this press. They will press on every made free throw. You've got to be ready. Got to know where the outlet is. Reds now with 8 turnovers. They had 10 in the game down in Bloomington. With it now is Lansford. Middle of the floor. Monroe. Oh, we got an offensive foul. Trying to set the screen that time. Brovelli came up, dipped the shoulder into the player, and whistled for the offensive foul. First foul on Brovelli. First on the team for Illinois Wesleyan. Carthage in the backcourt, Valev. Able to break the double team, takes it all the way down. Will circle back. Outside the arc, right side, now to Woodward. Woodward with it, backs off near the center circle. Works it off right, the left side I should say, to Kalis. Now to Valev. Berrigan trying to post up, can't get there. Brovelli got in front, tipped it away. On the steal is Lansford, down the floor is Eck. Eck off balance. They weren't going to bail her out with a foul. They're looking for a travel, no call either. Ball is kept alive by Herman as Woodward comes away with it. The officials kind of let that one go that time. Eck a little bit out of control, and we're not going to give her the benefit with the foul. Now Valev to Herman. Top of the circle, Berrigan. Right side it goes to Valev, driving in right side around. Eck, reverse layup left side, couldn't get it to fall. Brovelli with the rebound. Good move by Valev that time. May have surprised herself as she found space once she cleared Eck at the right baseline. Now Eck with it. Up top to Brovelli, left side it goes. Shanks for 3, back iron miss. Herman with the rebound for Carthage, and then it's tied up. And the possession arrow, ball will remain with Illinois Wesleyan. Brovelli with the tie-up. Good job by Herman to get in there for the rebound, but then as she was looking to pass it off, Brovelli got a hand in there to tie her up for the held ball. Kelsey Cashon in for Berrigan. Larson returns, replacing Valev. Just double checking the shot clock here. It will give them a fresh 30. They deem that Herman did have complete possession as Eck will come out now, and Kendall Sosa will trigger the inbound here right of the basket. Sosa in for Eck, ready to trigger, gets it to Brovelli, back to Sosa in the right corner. Woodward on her. Sosa works the dribble now, gives it off to Shanks, reversing left side to Lansford. Lansford left to the free throw line, pulls it back behind the arc. Gets it back to Shanks. Shanks again left side, trying to turn the corner. Now try to loop it down for Brovelli. She saved it from going out, but then stepping right in front of Monroe was Kalis for the steal. Kalis now trying to break the double team, coming down the sideline. Needs to get it across and did not beat the 10-second count. Well, the trouble there was Kalis, as she tried to dribble up the floor, angled herself to the center line and the sideline, and once she gave up that dribble, had nowhere to go with it. That forced the turnover. That's 10 turns now for the Lady Reds in this ball game. Reds by 3 as we go under 6 minutes to play. A low-scoring affair here in Kenosha. 3 on the way, top of the circle, taken by Sosa is no good. Ball tipped through Kashawn, picked up by Larson. She'll give it to Kalis. Kalis now trying to come up the floor. Pulls it away from the steal, gets it to Larson, straight on 3, goes in! Oh, that was a diving board 3 that time by Amanda Larson off the front of the rim, back rim and down. 19-13, Reds by 6, their largest of the game. Now 3 on the way the other way, taken by Monroe is no good. Larson pulled down the rebound. They said she stepped on the end line underneath the basket. Got the rebound, but then as she tried to circle her way to find a pass, stepped on the end line. Caitlin Heller in for the first time now for the Titans, a 5'8 freshman out of Glenbard West. Kalis comes out now as well. Valev back in. As they get it in, a little scoop shot at the basket goes down for Kendall Sosa. Team's leading scorer at 19 per game. And Woodward having some trouble now, trying to fight through a double team. Got it across, just beat the 10-second count. Valev on a kick though. She tried to pass it in the lane, was looking for Kashawn, and Sosa kicked the basketball. Break for the Lady Reds. They'll give them 20 on the shot clock, and they'll inbound right of the basket. Herman will come out. Destiny Antoine in for the Lady Reds. 5:04 to go here in this first half. Carthage up by 4. They've led this entire first half. Woodward into Kashawn, puts it on the floor. Fadeaway jumper in the paint won't go as it hit the heel and kicked out from Kashawn. Now Lansford down the floor. Turns it back for Heller. Cut off nicely by Valev that time. Gets it in the hands of Lansford. Back to Heller. Heller, double team, back out to Sosa. Sosa to the free throw line for the jumper. Banked it. And one coming up for Caitlin Sosa. Just put her shoulder down, then popped up at the free throw line, and it banked in. Count the basket and the foul on Valev, her first. And the three-point play goes in for Kendall Sosa with 7 points now, and pulls her team to within 1. 19-18 Lady Reds, 4:39 to play in the half. Woodward comes across midcourt with it on the dribble. We'll set it up here, middle of the floor. Works it off right side to Valev. Valev trying to get past the ball screen from Antoine. Back out to Antoine on the right wing. She'll drive now. Cut off there nicely on the double team. Woodward. Crossover dribble, penetrates, floats, couldn't hit. Ball loose, poked out by Larson, picked up by Woodward. She'll fire from the corner, no good. The rebound pulled in by Shanks. She'll come down the floor with it on the dribble. Sydney Shanks swings it off to the right wing to Sosa. Steps inside the arc, fires, missing. Ball tip, picked up by Heller. Heller now trying to go, and she was fouled on the floor before she got the shot away. Heller tried to behind the back dribble and then tried to get past Destiny Antoine, and she armbarred her, committing the foul. It's the fourth foul on the Lady Reds here in the quarter. Second on Destiny Antoine. She will come out. Herman in. Valev out. Kalis in for the Lady Reds as the Titans will inbound right of the basket. They will get it into Lansford. It's a ball screen set nicely by Lois. Fires over the screen, missing. Sosa gets the rebound and puts it in, and the Titans have their first lead of this first half, and a timeout taken by the Lady Reds. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So a 7-0 run here by the Titans, and they have taken a 1-point lead, 20-19. In this quarter, the Titans 3 for 10, 0 for 3 at the arc for the game. Titans 8 of 26, just under 31%. They are 1 for 9 at the three-point arc. Lady Reds in the second quarter are 3 for 8, 37%, 2 of 3 at the arc for the game. Lady Reds 7 of 20, 35%, and 2 of 7 at the arc. Leading scorer for the Lady Reds is Kalis with 7, Kendall Sosa with 9 for the Titans. Carthage ball following the Lady Red timeout. Down by 1, trailing for the first time today. Kalis off the inbound. In pressure, they get it across to Larson. Larson now coming down the right sideline. Nearly lost the ball and did. So it was poked away that time, initially by Sydney Shanks. Back out to Sosa, 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound Larson again, gets it off to Woodward. 20-19, Titans with their first lead as Carthage brings it down with 3:20 to go. Kalis on the left wing. Brings the dribble back up top, now gave it up. Finds Larson on the right side. Larson, top of the circle, dishes it off to Kalis for the triple left side, good. Autumn Kalis for the 3, Reds back up by 2, 22-20, under 3 minutes to play first half. Look inside, the lob down to Lois. Missed the shot. Kashawn deflects the rebound to Larson. Carthage will handle it now. Kalis, the slow dribble now, takes it across midcourt. Looking right side to Larson. Amanda Larson. She has played well this season in a very extended minutes with Haley R. out and Maddie Kalber out for the year with the injuries. Kalis now pounding the basketball, drops it back. Herman on the drive, pulls up in the paint, shot short, barely drew iron, rebound deflects to Heller. Caitlin Heller to Shanks here on the near side, nearly turned it over. Saved it from going out. Back to Heller, puts it on the floor, and we got a blocking foul on the Lady Reds. Oof. Well, she was falling forward already into Herman, and they'll call Herman for the foul. Ooh, tough one there. 15 fouls, so this will be a shooting foul now for the Titans. The fouls, they're changing the foul call here. Going to put it on Kalis. Her first. Nonetheless, it will be a shooting foul here for the Titans. So Heller at the free throw line, 57% shooter. Knocks down the first. Plays about 11 minutes per game. And sinks both as she rattles the second one in. Bowen will come in for Heller for Illinois Wesleyan. Our game is tied at 22 with 2:13 to play here in the first half. Kalis now gets it back to Woodward. Woodward trying to beat the defense by Shanks. Able to take it across. They're going to try and double team her. Ball loose. Tied up, held ball. Carthage will keep possession at midcourt. Woodward fell down, lost the dribble, and then had to take it before it went out of bounds and was tied up between Bowen and Sosa. Toss it in the backcourt to Valev. Nancy Valev. A little more work. She's going to be pretty good out there handling the basketball. Point for the Lady Reds. We got Berrigan with an offensive foul trying to run in and set a ball screen. Collided with Bowen and commits the foul. That's 2 on Berrigan. Titans will get the ball back court with 1:51 to play. Berrigan will come out now with 2 fouls. Kashawn will check back in with her. Game tied at 22. Carthage led throughout most of this first half. The 3-point basket. Made it 20-19 in favor of Illinois Wesleyan. As Shanks tied up, got away with a walk. She fell down in the paint. Ball loose, stolen away by Valev. Valev with Sosa to beat, coming down, puts it up, missed the shot. Tried to get it up there. Shanks, or I should say Sosa, may have gotten a hand on it. Back the other way is Kendall Sosa. She'll fire the three. That's no good. Bowen with the rebound underneath. Walk with the basketball. That's a good call. She got that rebound and took an extra jump as she landed. Couldn't quite stick it for a 10-point landing, but turned it over nonetheless. Lev now with 1:14 coming down the floor, and the foul called. Sammy Monroe for the foul. Armbar that time. Second foul on Monroe. Second foul on the Titans. Carthage ball mid-court as Brovelli will check back in. She will replace Lois. Minute 12 to play. We're in the first half. A low-scoring game here. Game going to be played in the 50s, it looks like, here tonight. Might play into the Lady Reds' hands. Kalis for three, in and out. Oh, that popped in and out and hit the backboard. Back the other way on the rebound is Monroe. Gives it off to Shanks. Shanks to the free throw line. Nice loop pass to Brovelli, and the finish low left. Excellent execution there as Brovelli able to provide the finish low left. 24-22, Titans, 44 seconds to play in the half. And they throw it away at midcourt. Carthage bothered by the pressure once again. That's 15 turnovers here in the first half by the Lady Reds. Ooh. They turned it over all of 10 times down in Bloomington back in December. Final 35 seconds, chance to increase the lead. Their largest is 2 here. Sosa again to Brovelli in the paint. Back out for the three by Shanks, and it's good. Shanks from the top of the circle able to knock down the three. And it's a 27-22 advantage for the Titans. And we got a foul as Valev was knocked off her spot. Again, the foul will go on the Titans. It'll go on Lansford. Her first third-team foul. And trying to get aggressive going after the basketball in the backcourt. Valev now. Shot clock dark. Final 18 seconds here for the Lady Reds. Kalis across midcourt in front of the scorer's table. She'll set it up. Down to 9. Now with 8, she'll go with it. Kalis back to Woodward. Woodward into Cashon. Turnaround jumper. Comes up short. The rebound by Sosa. And that will end our first half. 7-0 run in the final 3 minutes here for the Titans, and they've opened up a 5-point lead. It's Illinois Wesleyan 27, Carthage 22. We'll step out, take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll run the numbers for you from this first half. We'll also check up on the other 2 games going on in the CCIW tonight as our halftime programming starts in 2 minutes. Reds down 5 here at the half. You're listening to Carthage Lady Red Basketball on AM 1050 WLIP. Chris Dozy. Thank you, buddy. How are you? Tonight's Carthage Lady Red basketball game on AM 1050 WLIP is brought to you in part by Mason's Eatery and Pub. Now serving breakfast 7 days a week, located on Highway 50 west of Green Bay Road. Don't be a chain eater, eat at Mason's. By Building Waters, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. That's what they do, and don't forget refrigeration too. By Francetic Tax Resolution. Don't get frantic, call Paul Francetic and Francetic Tax Resolution. Go to 262tax.com. By our good friends at Luigi's Pizzeria. They're located on 39th Avenue, 2 blocks south of Highway 50 in Kenosha. By Something Different, a Sport Fan Fantasyland, located on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. By the Berkshire Hathaway Epic Real Estate Company. And by the Sinus and Snoring MD.com. That's Dr. Swerdlin with offices on Green Bay Road in Kenosha. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena as we honor the seniors here today. Senior Day, doubleheader here at the Tarble Arena. The Lady Reds find themselves down by 5 at the break, 27-22. Reds had a lead all the way through about midway through the second quarter, and then the Titans went to work. A 14-3 run by Illinois Wesleyan over the final 5.5. 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes, holding the Lady Reds scoreless for the final 3 minutes to take their largest lead by 5. The game was tied at 11 all. 3-point basket at the end of the, or 2-point basket, I should say, at the end of the first quarter by the Titans, tying that game at 11. And then the Titans outscoring the Lady Reds 16-11 here in the second quarter, and that included that 14-3 run in the final 5.5 minutes. As we run the numbers for you in that first half, Lady Reds went 33%, just 4 for 12 from the field for Carthage in that first half, and all 4 of their field goals were 3-pointers. Lady Reds 4 for 13 from the arc. 4 of 13 in the first quarter, 4 of 12 in the second quarter. So for the game, the Lady Reds 8 for 25, 32%. Reds shooting the 3 ball, missed all 4 of their first shots in the first quarter, but went 3 for 5 in the second quarter. In the half, the Lady Reds 3 for 9 on the 3, and then 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Autumn Kalis, the only Lady Red player in double figures. Matter of fact, she leads all scorers here tonight with 10 points here at halftime. Kalis 4 of 6 from the floor, including a pair of 3-pointers. She has 10 points. 4 points for Maggie Berrigan, 2 for 3 from the paint so far for Berrigan in her 4 points. 3 points each for Amanda Larson and Lauren Herman. Larson 1 for 1, that was a 3-pointer. Herman, I should say, 1 for 3. 2 points for Sammy Woodward. Woodward 0 for 6 from the field, missed all 3 of her 3-point attempts in that first half, and went 2 for 2 at the line for her 2 points. Nancy Valev, Destiny Antoine, and Kelsey Cashon played, did not score. They went a combined 0 for 6 in that first half. Again, the Reds 32% shooting, 33% from the arc. Numbers not much better for the Titans, 10 for 31, 32% in that first half. Illinois Wesleyan 2 for 12 at the arc, 16%, and 5 for 5 at the line. Sydney Shanks with 9 points to lead the Titans in that first half. Both she and Kendall Sosa each with 9. Shanks 3 for 6, including a 3-pointer. Sosa 4 for 11, but has missed all 4 of her 3-point shots, and she has 9 for the Titans. Then it's 3 points for Brooke Lansford. That was a 3-point shot. And 2 points each for Brovelli, Monroe, and Heller. Bowen, Lois, and Eck played, did not score. Lady Reds won the rebounding battle in that first half, 20-18. Among the rebounds, Carthage getting 4 on the offensive glass and 16 on the defensive end for a total of 20. The Titans with 18 boards in that first half, 5 on the offensive end. The leading rebounder for the Lady Reds was Amanda Larson with 6. And the leading rebounder for the Titans was Kendall Sosa with 5. with those 5 offensive boards, Illinois Wesleyan only mustering 4 second chance points, and the Lady Reds with 4 offensive rebounds, leading to 2 second chance points. Turnovers the story here. Carthage turning it over 15 times, but that led to just 7 Illinois Wesleyan points. Meanwhile, the Titans turned it 10 times. That led to 7 Carthage points. Lady Reds outscoring the Titans 10-8 in the paint. Second chance points going to Illinois Wesleyan at 4 and 2. Transition buckets, Illinois Wesleyan leading there. Assists, 3 for the Titans and 4 dimes for the Lady Reds. Largest lead for Carthage was 6. That came at the 5:37 mark. But then things kind of fell apart for the Lady Reds. A 14-3 run by the Titans to close out that first half. And the Titans lead it by 5, 27-22. One final from earlier this afternoon in CCIW play. It was Carroll in their final home game. Final game of the season. They knocked off Milliken today by a score of 81-65. It was Sierra Gruber going for 22 to lead the Pioneers. It was Aubrey Staten with 11 for Milliken. Milliken at 9-7, 16-9. The Pioneers finish in last place at 4-12 on the year. Other games going on in the CCIW, approaching halftime. Actually, second half underway now in Wheaton, and the Thunder leading North Central 32-31. That game early in the third quarter. It is halftime in Rock Island, and North Park leads Augustana 32-23. So Lady Reds will need some help here down the stretch. They got the Carroll victory, and if Wheaton can defeat North Central, and if North Park can, if Augie can come back and beat North Park, and the Lady Reds win their game here tonight, the Reds will get in on the 6th seed based on their composite record versus North Park and Illinois Wesleyan. That would be 2-2, while North Central would fall to 1-3 against North Park and Illinois Wesleyan, would lose that tiebreaker. So Reds need some help, and they trail here by 5, 27-22. In that North Park Augustana game, it is Jayla Johnson with 10 points to lead the way for North Park. Augustana getting 5 points each from Jenny Crane and Jones with 5 as well. Again, that game at the half, North Park leading Augustana 32-23. Wheaton is trailing North Central now 36-34 early in the third quarter. Hannah Fraser with 14, the only player in double figures for Wheaton, and a trio of 8s for North Central. Foley, Dimitrova, and Kowalczyk each with 8 for North Central. And it's a seesaw affair there midway through the third quarter in that contest. One men's game going on. It's just about to go final. Carroll will knock off Milliken on the men's side. 75-47 the score right now with under 30 seconds left in that one. 4 players in double figures. Anillis with 18 to lead the way for Carroll. Clary with 14. Hall with 14. And Charlie Soule with 12 to lead the way for Carroll. It was Burrows with 20, the only player in double figures for Milliken in that contest. Zach Fisher held to just 27 minutes and 6 points for Milliken in that ball game against Carroll. About to go final. Carroll on top of Milliken 75-47. Our nightcap tonight will feature the Redmen and the Titans. The top 6 already decided on the men's side. They know who's in. It's just jockeying for that seeding position for the conference tournament. The 100% lock is North Central, the conference champion. They will host the semifinals next weekend. And the number 6 seed belonging to the Carthage Redmen. So they have locked that in. And if everything else is in flux with games in play tonight. So we'll see how things shake out. You could see a big swing with Illinois Wesleyan. If the Redmen beat the Titans tonight, they could put Wesleyan down to the 5th seed. If Wesleyan wins, they could get as high as the 2 seed. So we'll see how things shake out here in game 2 of our doubleheader. Here in Game 1, the Lady Reds trail by 5. It's Illinois Wesleyan 27, Carthage 22. We'll step out for a 60 break. Second half play coming your way from the Tarble Arena. When we return, you're listening to Carthage Lady Red Basketball on AM 1050 WLIP. Tonight's Lady Red basketball game is brought to you in part by Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha. Located just east of I-94 on Highway 50, nobody sells for less than Lynch. LynchKenosha.com. By Ruffalo's 2 Family Restaurant, located on 45th Street in Kenosha. Lou Perini's Gas and Grocery, that's home of Mama P's Ho-Ho Cakes and low cash prices for gas. Lou Perini's on 52nd and Sheridan Road. By Wingstop of Kenosha. By the Vigiano Insurance Agency, and by S.J. Crystal's Menswear. For the finest in men's fashions, it's clearly S.J. Crystal's on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. Louis Aceto treats you very well down there at S.J. Crystal's, one of my favorite places to shop. Well, the Reds have to get going here. They kind of fell apart the last 5.5 minutes. 14-3 scoring run by the Titans and a 3-minute scoring drought by the Lady Reds in that first half. So it'll be Titan ball to begin the second half. It'll be Shanks, Lansford, Sosa, Bravelli. And Monroe out there for the Titans as we're underway now for the start of the second half. Titans going left to right here as we view it from the Tarble Arena. Throw it up top into the hands of Sosa. Gets around a Bravelli ball screen. Gets it back in the hands of Lansford. Lansford outside the arc. Tries to toss it into Bravelli in the post. Back out it goes for the 3 attempt. In and out, no good. Nice Sosa that time. Rebound collected by Amanda Larson. Larson now with a strong ball game. 7 boards tonight to lead the way for the Lady Reds. Larson now swings it off near side to Woodward. Larson, Herman, Kalis, Woodward, and Berrigan to start this second half for Carthage. Berrigan high on the right. To Woodward driving, going up, and the shot rejected, knocked out of bounds by Sydney Shanks. Shanks with the block, her first of the ball game. It'll be Carthage ball with 8 on the shot clock here as Kalis will trigger right of the basket. Kalis gets it into Larson. Larson through the top of the circle to Berrigan. Jump shot left of the free throw line goes up, no good. Battle for the rebound. We got Herman. No, they got a foul going on Shanks. Ooh, a huge break there for the Lady Reds. Herman and Shanks got tangled up. They're going to call Sydney Shanks for the foul. Big break for the Lady Reds there. First foul on Shanks. Carthage will retain possession with 20 on the shot clock. Kalis looking to trigger. Up top to Larson, but had it taken away. Shanks with the steal. Fell down, got it off to Bravelli. Bravelli then had it poked away from behind by Kalis, going out of bounds. It'll be Titan ball right of the basket. Reds just too loose with the basketball, turning it over. 16 turnovers now, their first here in the second half. Monroe to Sosa in the right corner. Back up top to Lansford, working to the left wing position now. Shanks puts it up, no good. Long rebound, pulled in by Kalis. Kalis immediately double team, needs some help, finds Larson who'll take it across. Beats Sosa across the floor, leaves it for Woodward. Woodward now to Herman. Lauren Herman out to Larson. Larson driving in from the left side to the paint, going up the right side and lays it in. Good move by Amanda Larson. Caught that ball left of the free throw line, circled back down low through the paint right side, and got the layup to go. 27-24, Titans by 3. Now they work it up top. Shanks circled around and she double dribbled. Yep. Kind of put that ball, got it hung up on her left hip as she tried to make the circle, cutting around the left baseline that time, going down the left side of the lane. And turned it over. Carthage gets it middle of the floor to Larson. Larson now gets it off to Woodward left side. Woodward on the drive, tried to get it back out, broken up and taken away nicely that time by Sosa, or Shanks I should say. Shanks back out to Sosa on the right wing. Back up top, 3 on the way by Monroe, goes down. Woodward was late, flashing in front. Monroe able to drop the triple, and it's 30-24 in favor of the Titans. Early here in the third quarter. Again, the Reds have had trouble with the press here tonight. Larson now to Woodward. They'll set it up. Gets it to Berrigan. Berrigan on the right side. Middle of the floor, Kalis fakes to her left. Drives, coming down the lane, overlaid. Too strong that time as she got a step around Monroe and threw it too hard off the glass. Step back 3 by Sosa, goes down. Was behind the arc, then pulled her feet back, dropped the triple, back-to-back threes, and they increased the lead to 9. It's Illinois Wesleyan 33, Carthage 24, a 30-second timeout. Head coach Tim Bernero will join Bill Lawrence and Pete Sargent every Thursday morning at 6:20 here on 1050 WLIP. Get Tim's take on Lady Reds basketball every Thursday morning at 6:20. You're on the Wake Up Kenosha show on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP. Reds 1 for 4 here in this third quarter, 25%. Titans 2 for 4, a couple of three-pointers. Monroe and Sosa back-to-back triples. And a 6-0 run to start this third quarter here for the Titans as they lead it now 33-24. Led by 5, 27-22 at the break. Kalis, Herman, Berrigan, Woodward, and Larson on the floor for the Lady Reds. Monroe, Shanks, Sosa, Brovelli, and Lansford for the Titans. Carthage ball, full length, Woodward to trigger. They get it in to Larson. Larson gets it, or I should say to Kalis. Kalis under control, but then Woodward threw it away, looking for Herman. Not sure where she was going with that one. Both Herman and Woodward look at each other like, I thought it. You were going to go one way and cut the other. Second turnover of the second half, 17 on the night now for the Lady Reds. Pass broken up, taken away by Berrigan, and Berrigan was fouled. Berrigan was able to take that pass away in the paint, and then as she was looking to pass it off, got fouled across the arm. Riley Brovelli got her across the arm, her second team foul on the Titans here in the third quarter. Woodward now trying to beat the double team. Gets it to Kalis across midcourt, now to Berrigan. Back to Kalis on the left side, driving in, back out to Woodward, straight on 3, back iron miss, long rebound, pulled in by Monroe. Monroe coming down with it, outside the arc, leaves it for Sosa, drives into the baseline, trying to get around Berrigan, lost it out of bounds. There was contact, but not enough for a foul, evidently. She tried to get around Berrigan, off the right block, and turned it over, going out of bounds. Third turnover of this second half committed by the Titans. They have 13 on the game. Now Kalis on the right side to Woodward. Circles back around. Valev into the lineup now, working the basketball over to Berrigan. High on the right is Berrigan. Back to Valev. Below the free throw line, dumps it back. Kalis circles, comes back, drives the basket, lays it in. Valev did a nice job setting the table that time for Kalis. Took it on the run from the free throw line and ducked down underneath and laid it in. 12 now for Kalis. 33-26 Titans. Now a steal by Kalis as she intercepted the pass intended for Shanks. Kalis coming down the left side, through the paint, back to the right corner to Woodward, drives in. Woodward going strong to the basket, was fouled. Sammy Woodward back to the free throw line here for the Lady Reds. She'll get 2 here as that foul will go on Monroe, her third. Monroe and Bravelli will check out. Actually, Bravelli and Lansford will check out. Monroe will stay on the floor as Lois and Eck come in for the Titans. First free throw on the way for Woodward is good. Woodward, the all-time free throw shooting percentage holder for women's basketball here at Carthage. Just a scooch under 90% in her career. Makes both here. She has 4, all coming from the free throw line tonight. 33-28. Reds to within 5 here with 5:40 to play, third quarter. Sosa for 3 off the left wing over Woodward again. Kendall Sosa, 2 for 6 now from the 3, has 15 points. Back the other way, Berrigan low left, able to finish off the assist from Valev. Second assist tonight for Valev. Berrigan with the finish, she has 6. Monroe dumps it back to Eck on the left wing. Eck cut off by Kalis. Works it back to Monroe. Monroe lost Valev. Nice lob back down low the left side, and able to finish at the basket that time was Anna Lois. Lois, the junior out of Springfield, makes it an 8-point game. Now Valev trying to clear off Sosa. Got away with a chicken wing. Down low to Woodward. She missed the layup. The rebound cleared out of there by Lois. Under 5 to go here in the third. Reds down 8. That pass deflected out of bounds. Berrigan knocked it away. Titans will retain possession left of the basket. Shanks will trigger, gets it in to Lois. To Eck, back to Sosa left wing. Sosa given some space, now gets a ball screen, tried to pass it off. Berrigan fought through the screen, knocked it away. Double deflection, the last to touch it was the Titan player. Rolls out of bounds in front of Maya Smith at the Titan bench. It'll be Carthage ball as Lauren Herman will check in for Sammy Woodward. A few times Woodward has gotten a breather. Back-to-back 40-minute games. Last Saturday against Augustana and Wednesday night here against Elmhurst. Bowen in now for the Titans as Carthage will bring it in. Valev across midcourt, working right to left. Gets it to Kalis high on the left side. Kalis back to Herman, driving in left side. Caught in the lane, got to get it back out. Does to Larson. Larson wants a 3 over Monroe. It's short. Eck with the rebound for the Titans. Eck brings it down. Gives it off to Monroe. Open 3. Got it. Shooter. Wide open. 30% shooter from the arcs. Sammy Monroe able to knock it down, and then they get the steal. Monroe gets it back. Bowen poked it away. Monroe back out to Sosa. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound pulled in by Kalis. Largest lead of the game at 11 now for Illinois Wesleyan. 41-30 with 3:45 to play in the third. Kalis now driving right side, going hard, drew the foul as she was knocked to the ground. Ran into Anna Lois that time, who commits the foul. Lois picking up the foul, her first. 4th team foul on the Titans. Woodward back in for Valev, and Kalis at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Kalis, 12 points tonight. 5 of 8 from the field, and drops in her first free throw attempt of the night. Kalis, the team's leading scorer, 17 per game, or at just under 17 per game. Missed 3 games with a left shoulder injury in January, but makes both free throws here. Has 14 on the night. Makes it a 9-point game. Reds trailing here. Sosa coming down the left side was fouled. Nice give and go look between Bowen and Sosa that time, with Sosa getting fouled, driving the left side. Larson picking up the foul, her second. This will put Kendall Sosa at the line, an 84% shooter from the line this season. 22 in the victory over North Central Wednesday night. drops in the first. She has 16 here. Also had 16 points against the Lady Reds down in Bloomington. Makes the second. 17 points on the night for Kendall Sosa. Brovelli in for Sosa now. 3.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Reds down 11. Kalis fighting through the double team. Drops it back to Woodward. They try and double team her. They get it to Kalis and they get it across to Herman. Now to Berrigan in the right corner. Back out to Kalis. Kalis handling the basketball. Right side it goes to Woodward. Didn't use the ball screen. Drove around the right side of Berrigan, who's tried to set up left side. Missed the shot. Herman with the rebound. Out to Larson. Now back to Woodward. Nearly coughed it up. Woodward wants a three. Didn't get it. And now tangled up. And what do we have? Got a foul on Herman? Or, yep, they're going to call a foul on Herman. She had her hands down below her waist. She was trying to go up for the rebound, and she got tangled up in there with the Titan player, and they call a foul on Herman. Don't necessarily agree with that call, so a break for Illinois Wesleyan. It looked like Herman had her hands below her waist, was trying to get up to get that rebound, and got him held back. They called her for the foul. Second on Herman. Now Bowen coughs it up. Kalis coming back the other way. Kalis now on the drive low left and was fouled. She'll get to the free throw line. Autumn Kalis after the steal. Taking it down low left. Unable to finish, but was able to draw the foul to go on Katie Eck, her third. And Kalis back at the line where she is 2 for 2 tonight. Kalis missed the free throw, in and out. One more. They didn't buzz them in. They're going to have to put people back on the floor here. The officials won't allow the substitution here. They were trying to get Sosa back in. Tim Bernero still steamed over that last call, having a conversation with the official on the sideline. As Sosa, or as I should say, Kalis goes 1 for 2 as Sosa will check back in, along with Sydney Shanks, as Bowen and Eck will exit for the Titans. Titans up by 10 here, 43-33, with 2:40 to go here in the third. Outscoring the Reds 16-11 here in this third frame. Sosa on the drive into the paint, try to get it back behind, and we got a whistle and a foul. Try to get it back to Anna Lois. We're going to call a foul on Herman here. Oh my. Tim Bernero with palms out, looking right at the official who made the call. 800 or so fans that are here disagree with that call. Herman, her third. That's 2 questionable calls on Lauren Herman here, back to back. Titans will put it in. Sosa, or I should say Monroe, tossing it away. Threw it right into her own bench that time. Carthage down 10 here, late in the third. Kalis to Woodward across midcourt. Looking to set it up on the right wing is Woodward. Held without a field goal here tonight. Kalis for 3, top of the circle. Kalis with the triple. Autumn Kalis now with 18 points. 43-36. Reds to within 7. Give and go Brovelli. The run up from the right side. The floater by Lansford won't go. Rebound Kalis. She's immediately double teamed. And a timeout taken by the Lady Reds. Underneath the basket was Kalis that time, who immediately got double teamed. That'll force the Reds to take a timeout. That'll leave Carthage with 2 timeouts, I believe, here with 1:52 to go here in the third. So at least they'll keep the possession, but it costs them a timeout. 43-36. Your score. It'll be Carthage ball underneath when play resumes. Reds here in this third quarter just 4 for 12. For the game, 12 of 37, 32%. Reds are 1 for 4 from the arc here in this third quarter. 4 for 13 in the game, just under 31%. Meanwhile, the Titans 5 for 9, 55% shooting here in the third. 4 of 6 at the arc. For the game, 15 of 40, 37%. And the Titans are 6 of 18 from the arc. Sosa with 17, Kalis with 18, your leading scorers. Woodward inbounds to Kalis. Beats the double team, gets to Woodward. Nearly traveled as she got it across midcourt. Dishes to Berrigan. Berrigan tied up by Brovelli. Gives it back to Woodward. Back up top to Kalis. 15 to shoot as Kalis will set it up. Gives it back to Woodward. Woodward driving from the right side, going up. Count it! And one for Sammy Woodward. For Sammy, that's her first field goal tonight. She was 0 for 11 at that point, but hit the floater off the right paint and was fouled. Foul will go on Heller, her first, 15th foul on the Titans, as Kashawn will check in now for Berrigan, and Woodward for the and one at the stripe. Free throw in for Woodward. 5 for 5 at the line for Woodward tonight, and 7 points. 43-39. A 6-0 run here over the last 2 minutes for the Lady Reds. Now Sosa for Brovelli, and they're going to call a block foul on Destiny Antoine. Anticipatory call by the official underneath there. Very little, if any, contact. It could have been a travel on Brovelli, but the break will go Illinois Wesleyan's way. A foul on Antoine, her third, will put Brovelli at the line shooting 2. Now the officials are having a conversation. 2 officials talking it over. We'll see if they change the call here. It looked like a travel by Brovelli. In my opinion, well, they're going to call it an offensive foul. So they've changed the call completely here. Waiting to see if we'll get a replay here or not. Video monitor up here in our broadcast booth. I did not see a replay, so they're going to call it an offensive foul on Brovelli. Well, that's the worst case there. I figured a travel at best, but they're going to call her for the clear out on the offensive foul. She picks up her third. 43-39. Reds with the basketball, in some trouble here in the backcourt as they try and tie up Kalis. They force it out of bounds. It'll be Carthage ball. Oh, they're going to call a 10-second count before it rolled out. So a break back the other way for the Titans. And the Reds have practiced this, and they still can't figure out the press. They know it's coming. They can't do anything about it. So it gets frustrating if you're head coach Tim Bernero. What little hair you have, you're going to pull out. So get it down low to Sosa. Count it, and one. Low left for Kendall Sosa. Larson picking up the foul, her third. Fourth on the Reds. 3-point play for Sosa is up and in. And Alois will check in now for the Titans. It ends the run. Carthage on a 6-0 run at that point. Kalis trying to come across, and on the dribble was fouled. That'll be the 15th foul, over 5 now for the Titans, so 2 free throws. We're shooting 2 here as Kalis will get to the line. Kaya Bowen with the foul, her first. Brooke Lansford back in for the Titans. Autumn Kalis at the line, over the limit, so 2 free throws here for Kalis. Drops the first one in. Autumn with 19 tonight, just slightly above her season average. Fine career, 1,000 points in her career. She and Maddie Kalber going over that 1,000 point mark this season for the Lady Reds. Unfortunately, Maddie, with that knee injury just before Christmas, ended her season. Haley R. also out for the year with that foot injury sustained just before Christmas. Bowen with it, under a minute to go here in the third to Sosa. Trying to lose Woodward. Step back jump shot, good, just below the arc left side for Sosa. Kendall Sosa now with 22 tonight. win the scoring title here in the CCIW this season. Over 19 per game as Valev lost the dribble out of bounds. Turning it back over to the Titans. At 6 turns here in the third quarter, a total of 21 tonight for Carthage. Shot clock dark, final 20 seconds here for the Titans, who lead it by 7. It's where we started this third quarter. Let's see if we can hold them here. On the drive is Shanks, double team. Ball tip, gets back into the corner. Up at the buzzer, will count. It'll be a 2-pointer just inside the arc, out of the left corner, going down, and good for the Titans. And so they'll take a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter. 50-41, Illinois Wesleyan. As we end the third, Brooke Lansford on the bucket that time for the Titans. Back with the fourth quarter after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Reds will start this fourth quarter with the basketball, working right to left. John Weiser with you tonight from the Tarble Arena. Woodward, a deep three off the right side, no good. Brovelli with the rebound. Shanks, Lansford, Sosa, Brovelli, and Bowen out there for the Titans. As they try and work it off, broken up by Destiny Antoine, and taken away is Woodward, trying to spin drive, and it was touched while out of bounds by Lansford. So Carthage possession at midcourt. Valev, Woodward, Antoine, Kalis, and Berrigan out there for Carthage. Kalis for 3, right side, good. Autumn Kalis, 4 for 5, shooting the 3 here tonight. 23 points for the senior in her final game. 50-44, Reds back to within 6 here. Sosa trying to get it back to Brovelli, it goes out of bounds. Oh, it could be give it to Carthage. Yeah, I thought it went off of Berrigan's foot out of bounds, but it was Brovelli who was last to touch. Lady Red ball in the back court. Valev will bring it up. Bounce feed to Kalis across midcourt, right side. Back to Nancy Valev. Valev driving, going to the basket hard and lays it in right side. Nancy Valev, the sophomore out of Wheeling, with a nice drive to the bucket. Her first 2 tonight. Reds to within 4. 3 on the way. That one's no good. Ball tipped out, and it will be Carthage ball. Lansford and Berrigan, or Brovelli and Berrigan fighting for that one. Brovelli fell awkwardly, limps back to the huddle as a timeout taken by Illinois Wesleyan. It will be a full timeout. We will keep it here. Our game tonight brought to you in part by the Westosha Sports Complex. 0 to Hero Conditioning. Visit them at westoshasportscomplex.com. By Triangle Flooring, Furniture, and Appliance Center on Highway 50 at 39th Avenue in Kenosha. Reds on a 5-0 run to start this fourth. 8:42 remain. Carthage down 9 at the end of 3 has pulled to within 4 here. Head coach Tim Bernero and Coach Maya Smith, the 2 winningest active coaches in the CCIW right now on the women's side. Bernero in his 17th season. Maya Smith in her 22nd season as head coach at Illinois Wesleyan. It'll be Monroe, Bowen, Shanks, Sosa, and Lois out there for the Titans. Woodward, Kalis, Velev, Herman, and Berrigan for Carthage. Titans with 3 timeouts remaining. Carthage with 2 timeouts to go here. Don't forget Redmond basketball to follow tonight. Senior night will carry those ceremonies. 6 seniors finishing as Herman driving in left side. Goes hard, missed it. Berrigan able to get the offensive rebound. Back to Woodward. Up top to Velev. Around the right side to Kalis. Kalis now back to Woodward. Drops it inside. Berrigan turnaround jump shot. Partially tipped that time by Lois. And coming away with it is Shanks. Shanks going coast to coast. Bumped off, counted, and one. Oh, what a nice play by the senior Sydney Shanks. Going coast to coast that time. Got bumped off balance. Still got the shot away and made it. A chance for a 3-point play. Foul on Herman, her 4th. And the and one upcoming for senior Sydney Shanks. Knocks it down. Builds the lead back out to 7. Herman exits with 4 fouls. Destiny Antoine back in for the Lady Reds. Full court press once again. Bowen bothering Kalis. Back to Woodward. Now gets it to Velev. Velev trying to turn. Just got it across. Bounce feed to Kalis. Saved it from going out. Now Kalis driving in right side. Got around Monroe, but laid it short. Ball tipped out. Antoine the last to touch it. Thought it was a double deflection. And Antoine was the last to touch it out of bounds. It'll be Titan ball. Sammy Monroe will bring it across. Works it off right side. Sosa. Back to the near side it goes. Shanks back out to Bowen. Top of the circle. Sosa left wing 3 on the way. Curls off. Rebound Berrigan underneath for the Lady Reds. Gets it to Velev. Velev slows it down now as she takes it across midcourt. Right side Kalis. Jump stop around Bowen. Gets it back to Antoine on the right side. Now left side Woodward spinning in the paint. Got away with a walk, then turned it over on a bad pass. Shanks with the steal. Shanks again going coast to coast. Berrigan cut her off. Back out to Monroe for 3. That won't go. Battle for the rebound. It's loose, and Kalis comes away with it. Gets it to Woodward. They got a 2-on-1. If Antoine hustles, Woodward will take it down the right side and will lay it in. Woodward was waiting to see if Antoine was going to come down with her on a 2-on-1 with Monroe, the single defender, back. And Woodward took Monroe right to the rack and laid it in. And a whistle and a hand check foul by Destiny Antoine. That's her 3rd. 2nd on the Lady Reds here in this 4th quarter. 53-48 in favor of the Titans. 6:56 to go. Berrigan out, Kashawn back in for the Lady Reds. Sosa with it, high on the left in front of Woodward. Works it right side, Lansford. Back up top, Monroe. Got a nice ball screen from Brovelli. Give and go, pick and roll. Brovelli able to finish. Came up, set the ball screen. That cut Velev off. And Brovelli dipped down low. That allowed Brovelli to open up. Receive the pass and lay it in left side. 55-48 in favor of the Titans. Woodward with it for the Lady Reds. Shanks in front of her to Kalis. Left corner 3. Got it. Kalis squared around nicely. She got that pass from Woodward. Dropped in a triple. 26 tonight for Autumn Kalis. Kalis now 5 for 6 shooting the 3. And it's a 4-point game. Shanks trying to lose Antoine and does. Puts up a tough shot. Banked it in. Taking Destiny all the way to the left block that time. Shanks with 14 tonight, 57-51. Kalis backs it off. Now left-hand dribble coming down left side. Layup no good, but drew the foul. Kalis ducked her head down, came down the left side, able to draw the foul. It's going to go on Sosa, her first. First on the Titans here in the 4th quarter as Amanda Larson will check back in for Destiny Antoine. 2 free throws upcoming here for Autumn Kalis. 26 points tonight for the senior. 7 rebounds as well. And 6 for 7 now at the free throw line as she hits the front end of 2. Second one up and in. 28 tonight for Autumn Kalis. 57-53. Reds to within 4. 5.5 minutes to play. And the Redmen and Titans tonight. Tip time around 7:15 or so. We've got a senior night ceremony for the Redmen tonight. As Sosa, a little 13-footer below the free throw line right side, knocks it in. 24 for Sosa. The Sosa and Kalis battle tonight. Kashawn back to Kalis. 3 out of the left corner. Got it! You better believe it. 31 tonight for Autumn Kalis. And it's a 3-point game. 59-56, under 5 minutes to play. Kalis and Sosa trying to one-up each other here in this one. Shanks looking for Brovelli inside. She turns it over. She passed it back out. Stolen by Woodward. Gets it back to Valev. Big chance now for the Lady Reds. Valev works it off to Kalis. Squares around. Now back to Woodward left wing. Woodward turning. Fires it off right side to Valev. Now penetrates in the paint. Valev back out to Larson. Head and shoulder fake. Dribbles to the free throw line. Leaves it for Kalis. Drives the left side. Lays it in. It's a 1-point game. Larson feeding Kalis for the finish. 33 tonight for Autumn Kalis. And the Reds are to within 1. 59-58. 4:10 to play. Brovelli, right side, Sosa for 3. No good. Rebound pulled in by Monroe. Back out to Shanks. Her 3 won't go. Whistle foul on the floor as Lansford got the rebound and was fouled. Valev with the foul, her first, 3rd on the team, so not a shooting foul. Shot clock resets to 20, and the Titans will inbound left of the basket. They'll get it into Monroe. Monroe, top of the circle, guarded by Valev. Gets it off to Sosa. 24 points for Sosa tonight. Lost Woodward, bumped into Kashawn, but traveled with the basketball. Kelsey Kashawn stepping up the paint that time, up near the free throw line, trying to cut off the penetration by Sosa. Forced the turnover. And the Reds will bring it down with a chance to take the lead as Kaya Bowen will check in, replacing Lansford. 59-58 Titans, 3:48 to play. Valev gets it back to Woodward across midcourt. Sammy to Kalis left corner, brings the dribble back out. Kalis losing Brovelli, floats in the paint, back iron miss, rebound Sosa. Tried to hit the teardrop, but it got the back of the iron that time. Now Shanks drives into the paint, off balance shot, knocks it down. Titans back up by 3. Little fadeaway in the paint that time by Shanks. 16 for Sydney Shanks, 61-58 Titans. 3:10 remaining here in Kenosha. Great ball game here. Woodward for 3, no, off the front of the rim, and the rebound Bowen. Not enough that time. Shanks coming down the left side. Cut off again by Kashawn. Turned it over as the pass stolen by Woodward. Woodward coming down with it. Woodward to Larson. She'll finish. And it's a 1-point game. Larson low right. 61-60, 2:45 to go. That on the Kashawn, forcing 2 turnovers. Last 3 trips. Now Sosa trying to get around Woodward. Woodward forced a foul. She fought her way around the ball screen by Brovelli. Woodward picks up the foul. That's the 4th team foul. Last one to give here in the final 2.5. Lansford to check back in for Kaya Bowen. Titans will inbound just below us and to our right. Berrigan will come in. Kelsey Kashawn will get a nice hand here. Coming out. Oh, a nice defensive effort by Kashawn on the help out in the low post. Titans will get it in. 2.5 to play in a 1-point game. Nearly turning it over. Lansford with it. Right wing. Dumps it into Brovelli. Broken up momentarily by Berrigan. Brovelli got it back. Put up the shot. No. Got her own rebound. Got it back out to Monroe. Driving in right side. Floats with the right hand and hits. Tough shot by Monroe. Credit Brovelli for finishing that one off. Now they beat everybody back. Larson with the layup. Wouldn't fall. Berrigan got the rebound and was knocked to the floor and fouled. Let's see, was she in the act of shooting or not? Will this be 2 Foul will go on Brovelli. It'll be a two-shot foul here. Brovelli, her first, second on the team. Maggie Berrigan will go to the free throw line for two. First trip to the line tonight for Berrigan. First one in. Berrigan 88% from the line. Second one, good as well. 1 point game, 63-62 as we approach 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Timeout, Illinois Wesleyan. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Stops play with 2:04 to go, and the Reds trailing by 1. 63-62, Illinois Wesleyan. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 4 team fouls on the Lady Reds, 2 on the Titans. So the next foul committed by Carthage will put the Titans on the line for 2 free throws. The possession arrow favoring Illinois Wesleyan. It will be Titan ball when play resumes. A good one here. Reds 7 of 14 here in the fourth. And for the game, 20 of 52, just under 39%. Titans 6 of 12 here in the fourth. For the game, 24 of 55, 43%. Titans will inbound. Lansford into Monroe. Sammy Monroe to Brovelli. Now to Shanks. Works it off to Sosa left side. Back into Brovelli. Broken up momentarily by Berrigan. Back to Sosa now in the left corner. To Lansford with 10 on the shot clock. Takes the dribble back up top. Lansford around the Brovelli screen. Lansford floats hard off the glass. No. Brovelli with the rebound. Went over the back of Larson. No call. And the Titans will keep possession. Monroe in the paint. Dishes it back off. Jumper good by Lansford. Left baseline jumper goes down. 7 for Lansford. 65-62 Titans. Minute 25 to play. Valev swings it off left side. Kalis with 33 tonight. Now Valev, bounce feed Berrigan. Working Brovelli. Leans in, lost Brovelli, laid it short, but Woodward got the rebound and stepped out of bounds. Woodward got the offensive board, but then as she circled underneath, they said she stepped out, had a good look at it, and indeed her left foot was on the line. Titans with a chance to make it a 2-possession game here as we go under a minute left. Brovelli inside, back out it goes to Sosa. Losing Woodward. Kept the dribble though, takes it to the free throw line, trying to swing back and drew the foul. It'll be 2 free throws here for Kendall Sosa. 52 seconds to play here in the fourth, and Sosa will be at the line shooting 2. A foul on Berrigan, her third. 15 fouls, so 2 free throws here for Sosa. Sosa tonight with 24 points. 9 of 19 from the field. Perfect at the line, 4 for 4. Make it 5 for 5 as she hits the front end. Makes it a 2-possession game with that toss. And the lead stretched to 5. 67-62 Titans on a pair of free throws here by Kendall Sosa. Carthage will inbound here as Larson comes out, Valev back in. Valev working the dribble now. Guarded by Sosa, takes it across midcourt. Valev with it now. 45 seconds to play, down by 5. Taking way too much time. Deep 3 by Kalis, won't go. Battle for the rebound, Berrigan lost it. Picked up underneath by Lois, and we got a foul on the Lady Reds, and chance now for the Titans to close it out here at the free throw line. 36 seconds to play. Foul will go on Berrigan, her fourth. Over the limit, so 2 free throws here for the Titans, leading by 5. Chance here for Anna Lois to put a hard pinch here on the Lady Reds. Chance to extend the lead to 7 here at the line. Free throw is up and good. It's a 6-point lead. 68-62. Second one up and good as well. Pair of free throws here by Anna Lois. Timeout, Lady Reds. and they will advance the ball across midcourt. They will inbound in front of their own bench. It'll be a 30-second timeout coming with 36 seconds to play. So a world of hurt now on the Lady Reds. They need to win here tonight because they're getting the help they need. Wheaton has won their ball game over North Central. Carroll beat Milliken. And they need Augustana to pull out the win here. So Wheaton's victory and Carroll's victory, if Augustana wins and the Lady Reds can somehow find a way to win, they would get in as the 6th seed. But they trail by 7 here with 36 seconds to play. And here's where that latest rule change about 3 years ago in women's basketball really helps the Lady Reds. With that timeout, the Lady Reds advance the ball to midcourt, so they will inbound at the hash in front of their own bench. Woodward to Velev. Herman, Kalis, and Berrigan also in there for the Lady Reds. Kalis with it. Kalis looking for some space, got away a shot, blocked by Bowen, kept alive by Herman and knocked out by Eck. It'll be Carthage ball. Check that, Lois knocked it out. Carthage will retain possession with 26 seconds to play, 21 to shoot. Velev to trigger right of the basket. They'll get it in up top to Herman. She'll take the 3. That one is short. Rebound in the corner. Herman got it back. Herman tried to slap it off the defender. Did not. It was stolen away and a foul called, and that will do it here today. Woodward picking up the foul, her 3rd. 2-shot foul here as the Reds are over the limit. This will be Lois at the line, shooting 2 with 18 seconds to play and hits. 8-point lead here with 18 seconds to go. Reds have 1 timeout remaining. That one no good. And what do we have? A lane violation? Official up top blew his whistle as the ball clanked off the rim. Now the 2 officials are talking underneath. There's a lane violation on the Lady Reds. Nope, they're going to give the Lady Reds the ball. What was this all about? That's what Tim Bernero wants to know. What was it? What do we got now? Timeout Lady Reds, so they'll take the timeout to advance the ball to midcourt. 18.9 seconds to play. Carthage down 8. You got to hand it to the Illinois Wesleyan tonight. They made their free throws down the stretch here. Carthage shot themselves in the foot with a couple of turnovers. The one that hurt the worst was Sammy Woodward, a tough turnover on that. She got an offensive rebound, was going to try and take the dribble underneath, and stepped out of bounds with the basketball. Casey Kleiner, head coach Tim Bernero, and Bailey Gilbert, the part-time assistant, drawing up a play here for the Lady Reds. Reds are out of timeouts. Titans have 2 remaining. .9 to play, and Carthage down 8. And they got the help they needed. They just didn't get enough of their own effort here tonight to push them across the line to get that 6th and final spot. Again, trailing by 8. The Reds need a win to get in. Velev will trigger the inbound. The hash here near side. Gets it into Kalis. Final 18 seconds here. Kalis gets it back to Velev. Gives it to Kalis. She'll heave a 3 right side. That one won't fall. Rebound Brovelli, and that'll do it. Clears it out to Sosa. The Titans will dribble it out, and they will sweep the series. They'll win their 11th straight over the Carthage Lady Reds. Your final here tonight, 70-62, dashing any hopes for the Lady Reds of making the conference tournament. 70-62, your final here tonight. Lady Reds fall We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back to talk about it and visit with head coach Tim Bernero in our postgame when we return following this 2-minute break. Your final, Illinois Wesleyan 70, Carthage 62 on your home for Carthage Athletics, Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP. Hi, Dave.
This is my wife, Debbie.
Hey.
Since it's the last home game, we just wanted to tell you when we weren't here, it was such a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you.
It was so professional, so easy to listen to.
Thank you.
And I just didn't want to leave without letting you know this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you both. Thank you both. Carthage Lady Red basketball tonight on AM 1050 WLIP, brought to you in part by Mason's Eatery and Pub, located on Highway 50 west of Green Bay Road, Kenosha. By Building Waters, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. That's what they do. And don't forget, they do refrigeration too. By Francetic Tax Resolution. Don't get frantic, get Francetic. Go to 262tax.com. By Luigi's Pizzeria. They're located on 39th Avenue, 2 blocks south of Highway 50. By Something Different, a sports fan Fantasyland on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. Berkshire Hathaway Epic Real Estate. The Sinus and Snoring MD.com. That's Dr. Swerdlin, with offices on Green Bay Road in Kenosha. By our friends at Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha, located just east of I-94 on Highway 50. Nobody sells for less than Lynch. Visit them online at lynchkenosha.com. Ruffalo's 2 Family Restaurant on 45th Street in Kenosha. Lou Perini's Gas and Groceries. Wingstop of Kenosha. The Vigiano Insurance Agency. Call Steve, he'll shop for your insurance needs. S.J. Crystals Menswear. For the finest of men's fashions, it's clearly S.J. Crystals on 6th Avenue and 57th Street in downtown Kenosha. By Dickey's Barbecue Pit, I-94 and Highway 50, across from Woodman's. By the Westosha Sports Complex, Zero to Hero Conditioning. Visit them online at westoshasportscomplex.com. And by Triangle Flooring, Furniture, and Appliance Center at Highway 50, 39th Avenue, and Roosevelt Road, inside that triangle on Kenosha's south side. John Weiser back with you here at the Tarble Arena. Tough one here tonight. Lady Reds fall 70-62 to the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. The Titans now have won 11 straight over the Lady Reds in this series, and sweep the season series again this season. And they do it down the stretch. The Reds played tough here in the second half, actually cut it to 1 with 2 minutes to go on a pair of free throws by Maggie Berrigan. That made it 63-62, but Following the timeout taken by Illinois Wesleyan, Brooke Lansford missed the jumper. Brovelli collected the offensive rebound, kicked it back to Lansford, kicked it over to Monroe, who then found Lansford for that short jump shot that bumped the lead out to 3, 65-62 with a minute and a half to go. Reds had an opportunity. Maggie Berrigan broke herself free underneath, missed the layup, and in the scramble for the ensuing rebound, Woodward came away with it, tried to dribble her way out from underneath the basket, and stepped out of bounds. And that was the key play there. That coming with 1:07 to play. The turnover costing the Reds that possession, giving the ball back to the Titans, who then got it to Kendall Sosa, who was fouled, and that put the Lady Reds over the limit. So a pair of free throws by Sosa built the lead out to 5. A couple more free throws by Lois. A 1-for-2 second attempt by Lois. She actually goes 3 for 4 at the line, missing her second of 2 with 18 seconds left. That gave the Reds some life, down 8. Carthage inbounded the ball. They got the ball into Autumn Kalis. Kalis, three-point attempt from the right side with 9 seconds, clanked off. Riley Brovelli got the rebound, and the Titans hang on for the 8-point win. So that win, and coupled with North Central, who just North Park, who just lost to Augustana. So Illinois Wesleyan will get second place now at 11-5, so they will get the bye. They will not have to play in the opening round on Tuesday, so the Titans will take second place here as they go 11-5, 17-8 overall, and move into second place. North Park with the loss falls to 10-6. Wheaton with the win over North Central tonight, so they lock in the number 1 spot. They had it locked in, but the Titans move up 1. They will get the bye. So Wheaton and Illinois Wesleyan will get the bye, and North Park falls to number 3. The Parkies will play North Central for that third and final spot, as Augustana picked up the win to go to 8-8. North Central with the loss falls to 7-9. Carthage with the loss tonight falls to 6-10. And out of conference tournament play. Well, it was quite a battle tonight, too, between two players, Kendall Sosa and Autumn Kalis. And Kalis won the scoring battle tonight. Kalis with 33 points tonight in her final game as a Lady Red. She played almost 40 minutes tonight. Kalis went 10 of 18, 6 of 10 from the arc, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. She was also the team's leading rebounder with 8 tonight. 33 points in the final game for Autumn Kalis. Meanwhile, for Kendall Sosa, 26 points tonight for Sosa for the Titans. She went 9 of 19, 2 of 9 at the arc, and made all 6 of her free throws, including a pair down the stretch, to cement the win here for the Titans, as they get the win 70-62. We break it down. For the ball game tonight, the Lady Reds shoot 35%, 20 of 57. Reds were 7 of 22 at the arc, 31%, and 15 of 16 at the free throw line. Kalis with 33 was the only player in double figures for the Lady Reds tonight. Kalis 33 points on 10 of 18 shooting, including 6 three-pointers tonight, and 7 of 8 at the line for 33. Tough night for Sammy Woodward. Good defense by the Titans tonight kept her off balance. 2 of 15 from the field, missed all 7 of her three-point shots. She went 5 of 5 at the line and finished with 9 points. 8 points for Maggie Berrigan. Berrigan 3 for 7 tonight, including a pair of free throws. She finished with 8. Amanda Larson with 7. Larson 3 for 5, 1 for 2 at the arc. Larson with 7 rebounds to go with her 7 points tonight. Then 2 points for Nancy Valev. Destiny Antoine and Kelsey Cashon did not score for the Reds. Again, the Reds 35% shooting tonight, 31% at the arc. Meanwhile, for Illinois Wesleyan, they shoot 43%, just under 44% actually, 25 of 57. They were 6 for 23 from 3, just 26%. So the Reds did a much better job here. The last 2 ball games, the Reds allowed their opponents to shoot 50% from the arc. Tonight they buckle it down. hold the Titans to 26% from three-point range, and the Titans go 14 of 15 from the line. Kendall Sosa, the conference's leading scorer, over 19 a game. She finished with 26 tonight, 9 of 19 from the field, 2 of 9 from the arc, made all 6 of her free throws for 26 points. She leads 3 players in double figures for the Titans. Sydney Shanks with 16, Shanks 6 of 12, 1 for 5 at the arc and 3 of 3 at the line. And Samantha Monroe with 10 tonight. Monroe 4 of 8, 2 of 6 at the arc for Monroe. 7 points for Brooke Lansford, 5 for Anna Lois off the bench, 2 for Caitlin Heller off the bench. And Riley Brovelli finished with 4 tonight. Brovelli just 2 of 7. Kaya Bowen and Katie Eck played, did not score for the Titans tonight. Rebounds ended up even at 35 apiece. Reds had a 2-rebound advantage, but it ends up 35-35 on the glass. Carthage getting 11 on the offensive end of those 35. Leading rebounder was Autumn Kalis with 8, Larson with 7, Berrigan and Woodward each with 5. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they get 35 boards themselves, 9 on the offensive glass. 3 players with 6 boards, Riley Brovelli, Samantha Monroe, and Kendall Sosa each with 6. Turnovers in that second half. For the Titans, they turned it over 13 times in the second half for a game total of 23. Carthage turned it over 8 times in the second half, also for a game total of 23. Those 23 turns by the Titans led to 24 Carthage points. The Lady Reds with their 23 turns leading to 17 Illinois Wesleyan points. Points in the paint, Carthage outscoring Illinois Wesleyan 24-22. With those 9 offensive boards, Illinois Wesleyan getting 8 second chance points. Carthage with 11 offensive boards leading to 4 second chance points. Transition points, Illinois Wesleyan outscoring the Reds 8-5. Score was tied 3 times. There were 3 lead changes. Carthage led by as many as 6 in the second quarter, but a 14-3 run to close out that second quarter put the Titans up by 7. They led by 9 after 3 and win the ball game by 8, 70-62. Joined now by head coach Tim Bernero. And it's a tough one here tonight too, because despite the turnovers, despite everything else, you end up even on the glass, you end up even on the turnover count. You just had that one costly turnover at the end there when Woodward stepped out of bounds in a 1-point ball game.
You know, it was an possessions, and I think it was in the third quarter we were down 3, and we messed up a couple times against the press, and they hit consecutive threes to stretch it back to 9, and you know, we climbed the mountain again and got back into it, but you know, eventually there's just a lot of energy expended to get back to even. We had a couple chances, 3 to tie it, I think, in the last couple minutes. You know, just we shot the ball okay, I guess. I mean, they shot it better.
Yeah, they did. They made their free throws down the stretch. They went 7 of 8 down the stretch with their free throws, and that was the difference, bumping that lead out date. It was a 1-point game, 63-62, and then those 7 out of 8 free throws where they were able to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, they're tough to cover just because they're pretty athletic, and Sosa makes some crazy shots, and they try to get momentum not only from their press but some of those transition looks at the 3 like a lot of teams do, and we were able to when we got in front of them and guarded them, I thought we were pretty good. And even though it ended up even, I think they ended up with a couple key offensive rebounds. I think when Brovelli missed a shot and got it back over Maggie in the last couple minutes, and they ended up getting, I think we fouled them after that, and it stretched it back to 3, and then we missed a shot. And so there were numerous chances we could have done some stuff, but it's one of those things that I was trying not to be too philosophical with a team that's hurting right now, but it's just as you go through, when we did the right stuff against the press, we were fine. When we got, when one person, and that's what's the beauty of the game, a 5-person game, especially when they're playing against like this, if one person or 2 people are out of order, now it makes it that much harder, and we lost a couple possessions because of it on, probably in each half.
Autumn Kalis on senior night, she was dominant tonight. 33 points for Kalis, 10 of 18 from the floor, 6 of 10 from the arc, 7 of 8 from the line. She was also your team's leading rebounder tonight. She did it all.
Yeah, it was really a good performance. She had, with the injury she had a few weeks ago, I don't know if she totally felt like herself, but tonight she looked like herself. And we all the kids worked and played really hard. She knocked down shots more than the other guys. I mean, we had a lot of good looks, and for some guys or some of the girls that they just didn't fall tonight, and it was frustrating. But Autumn's performance was really good, and she got on a little roll in the late third, early fourth to get us back in or back even, and it was fun to watch.
You guys kept it even on the glass. You were up 2 at the half, and I thought the rebounding was going to be a difference tonight, as were the turnovers, but even on both counts there.
Yeah, and when you look at it, when you're coming from behind, the extra possessions they get seem bigger. You know what I mean? We got our share of offensive rebounds, but when they got offensive rebounds, it felt like a bigger possession because we were still a couple baskets behind. But, had you said that, we made one more three than they did. They just made a few more baskets. The free throws were about even, and it was just, it turned out to be a heck of a game. We just weren't on the right side of it.
And what really hurts is you got all that work done. If you took care of business, you'd be playing Tuesday. Everything else fell the way it needed to fall.
Right, and if we took care of business Wednesday, we'd be playing Tuesday. So there's
I know, but
right, and it was that close. Somebody gave me a look at what was going on at halftime, and all the games were close. But they always talk about it in terms of getting. And I'm on the NCAA committee stuff. They always talk about body of work. Our body of work just wasn't quite good enough this time, and it was, we can make excuses, and some of them are valid. And again, if you want to go into life lessons and stuff like that, you're going to get adversity. There's no, everybody wants to win. Everybody's trying to win. And John, I think we talked about it earlier as this stuff was going on in early January and late December when we were starting to deal with these injuries. Our margin for error got smaller. And there might even been some things that were not obvious to the regular eye that we didn't do tonight that would have helped us a little bit. And just in a handful of possessions in a game that was a 1 or 2 possession game, we fouled them a couple times to get it to 70-62. But those are the things as a coach, and it's hard because you're asking them to be not perfect, but you've got to,
attention to detail.
Right,
is what you said.
And that's what I was trying to get across to the kids that are going to come back. You can't just, can't be like an Etch-a-Sketch. I don't want to start next year and say, okay, let's start putting this together again. It'll all be different because there'll be different people in the gym. But from that standpoint, the people that are here have to have some knowledge and some use of that to go forward so we can be better next year in a different version of ourselves.
I'm going to put your regional cap on now. You've got the tournament coming up here. You've got Wheaton, who's won the conference outright. North Park, Illinois Wesleyan sitting up there. Is it set up to get a couple of teams from this conference into the national tournament?
Possibly.
I hate to put you on the spot, but
I'm not saying anything that people can't read into it when they look at it. You've got Wheaton's the highest ranked team of ours in the regional rankings, so there's a better chance if they don't win it that they'd still get in. But if they win the tournament, it might be hard for the others to climb. So that's one of those things that, other than certain leagues and like the UAA, because they don't have a conference tournament, is that, as we were talking about, as we look at those things, there's always somebody, except for the teams that don't, and they're the only ones that don't have a conference tournament, there's always, everybody else is going to get one more loss next week.
Yep.
So what does that do to the rankings? Because the teams that win the tournament won't get another loss, but they don't need it. It doesn't matter. They're in. The other teams that get another loss, it's going to, then now you start, again, taking snapshots of where everybody sits at that point and see who gets in, who doesn't.
Well, Tim, it's been a fun season. My 15th year covering your run here at Carthage College. It's been a pleasure once again, and hard to believe it's over until next fall, October 15th.
It's crazy. the way things went this year, I don't know if I'd call it fun because I felt like it was a grind in some ways, but it always is fun. That's why we do it. And the kids are great kids, and Carthage has great people, to deal with as far as our people that you and I deal with, and the basketball teams are very supportive of each other. We have some long bus rides together and different things. It hurts you as a competitor because we didn't get the results we wanted to this year. We'd have liked to, again, when you checked in at October 15th with what we thought we were headed for, we thought we'd had a really good year with seniors and stuff, and then the injuries and and then, again, everybody has those. So, it wasn't the outcome, but the journey was fun. It was challenging. Let's put it that way. It was the challenges. Sometimes the challenges are really fun. Sometimes the challenges keep you up at night, but it makes for life to be interesting. And you're appreciative of the people like you, John, that support us and come with us on these trips. Like you said, 15 years that your family shares you with us, and obviously my family shares me with the job that I do. My wife and kids are fantastic for allowing us to do the job, and they're a big part. And like I said, there was times this year that those people get you through stuff because when you're having a tough time at work, like anybody else, like a regular Joe 9 to 5 guy, your family is what's important to you, and having those people being supportive. I like to think we're all one big family, John.
We are, buddy.
You're great to have, and I appreciate you a ton. I don't know if we appreciate you enough, though.
Thank you. Your
Thanks,
kind
John.
words, man.
All right.
Good luck.
All right.
We'll talk later.
Yep.
Tim Bernero, head basketball coach for the Carthage Lady Reds tonight. Lady Reds on the short end, 70-62, falling to Illinois Wesleyan.